there Power Ranger fans, this is Admin GoldKingRanger here from the GoldKingRanger team. Welcome to GoldKingRanger's very first vlog. What's a vlog, I hear you ask? Well, take the word vlog, take video, then knock the V from video, and then take log from blog, put the V in front of the log, and then you got vlog. So yes, so what is a vlog? Well, it's a video blog, pretty much. Now, in this very first GoldKingRanger vlog, we're going to be talking about Jason Lee Scott, otherwise known as Jason the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1 and halfway through Season 2, and the Zeo GoldRanger. So, before we go any further, let's begin by looking into the viewing globe, where we'll look at images and learn a bit more about this amazing character that you see. Jason Lee Scott, age 18, birthday October 30th, birth sign Libra, height is 6 foot tall, and weight 167. I never could understand the IBS things. And his hobbies are collecting things, martial arts, movies and videos. When not battling evil space aliens, Jason, the Red Ranger, is a straight A student. Wasn't that really cool? So now we've talked a bit about Jason's name, age and a bit of his hobbies, let's talk a bit more about him. So Jason is an 18-year-old martial arts straight A student from Angel Grove. Angel Grove is where the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers live, and where of course all the action happens with Rita, Repulsor and evil monsters. So of course when Rita came to Earth, there was no doubt about it, Zordon knew he had to do something. So he had Alpha 5 teleport 5 teenagers with attitude and bring them to the command center. And that's when he became the Red Ranger. I'll tell you what, let's have a look at that very moment when Jason first became the Red Ranger. Let's observe the viewing globe. Zordon explains that Jason will become the Red Ranger and that he will have the ability to summon the powers of the ancient dinosaur Tyrannosaurus Rex. He will also be the fearless leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And with his Ranger powers, when he morphs, as you can see, he calls the name Tyrannosaurus. And once he becomes the Red Ranger, he has his Blade Blaster or his Power Sword at his disposal. And very powerful weapons indeed. The Power Sword is a long sword weapon used by Jason the Red Ranger, and key to the power weapon's power. And of course he also has the power of the mighty Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. When in serious trouble, the Red Ranger can summon the powerful Tyrannosaurus Dinozord by holding his power crystal skyward and calling the Dinozord's name. The Dinozord rises up through the ground, ready to transform into the attack mode with the other dinosaurs to take up the ongoing battle against Rita and her alien monsters. Now that is really cool. I mean, Jason is one of my favourite Power Rangers and I just think he's awesome and he's a great leader. Now of course Jason, being the leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, he was a fearless leader and he's battled many tough battles in his time against such creatures such as Goldar himself, Pollutorcorn, Cardiotron and many other fearless scary monsters. So let's continue with the Jason Lee Scott story. So once Lord Zed come along, it was time for the power of Thunder to come in, and of course it was time for the Red Dragon Thunderzord. Let's observe the viewing globe and have a look at the Red Dragon Thunderzord. The Red Dragon Thunderzord, with the ability to breathe fire and attack with its powerful claws, he was a very powerful Thunderzord and was able to go from Dragon mode to Warrior mode and fight using his powerful staff. And one of my favourite moves he does is the Spinning Staff Strike. As you can see now, it's quite a powerful attack. Now of course, he's able to combine with the other Thunderzords to form the Mega Thunderzord, or rather the Thunder Megazord to give it its proper name. Wow, quite a tough battle that one. I really loved that one, and that was from the episode from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2, Missing Green. It's pretty cool that Jason has done so many things, but of course that something happened where he had to leave the team, and that was during the episode Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Season 2, the Power Transfer Part 1, where he, Trini and Zach were chosen to be peace ambassadors. Now, of course, Jason Lee Scott had to leave the team by Power Rangers Season 2, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2 episode Power Transfer Part 2. Or rather, the Power Transfer, to give it its proper name. Well, in this episode, Jason Lee Scott, Trini Kwan and Zach Taylor were chosen to be peace ambassadors for the first World Team Peace Conference in Switzerland. So, of course, they had to leave the team. But not before going on their last quest as Power Rangers with the other 3 team members, Kimberly, Tommy and Billy. By this time, Tommy was the White Ranger, of course, and the new leader of the Power Rangers. But we'll get to that and we'll talk about that another time. Now, of course, the amazing thing is Jason was always going to be a well-known leader, and he was replaced by Rocky DeSantos, who was played by Steve Cardenas, who became the second Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. But of course we'll talk about him in another vlog. Okay, so after he left, we don't see Jason for a very, very long time. But it wasn't until we go into the next part of the story, Power Rangers Zeo. Now, of course, Trey, Lord of Triforia, comes to Earth to help the Zeo Rangers. But when he loses his Gold Ranger powers, he must pass on to another worthy adversary. Now, of course, Billy not being able to have the Gold Ranger powers due to some negative proton molecules within him. Something weird about that, but we'll talk about that when we do a vlog about Billy, of course. Of course, Jason was the next best choice. And of course, Tommy went and got Jason. I mean, I don't know what he was doing at the time, but I'm assuming he obviously left the Team Peace Conference to take part, which was fantastic. And of course, he became the new Gold Ranger, and with his new Gold Ranger powers, he became the 6th Ranger of Power Rangers Zeo, which is amazing. Now, observe the viewing globe and let's take a look at Jason in action as the Gold Ranger. Inside the power chamber, the 3 trays surrounded Jason and each spoke to him in turn. The golden power staff was held over Jason and the transfer of power began. Jason became the new Gold Ranger and joined the Power Rangers Zeo team as the 6th Ranger. The 3 trays had to return to Triforia to reunite their beings. With his new powers, Jason wielded the golden power staff and was able to perform 2 powerful attacks. The attacks that the Gold Ranger uses with the staff were the Gold Rush and the Golden Pulse attack. He also commanded 2 Zords, Pyramidas, which was his main Zord, and the Warrior Wheel. A Zord he was using while Pyramidas was still on Aquitar, along with being the keeper of the key to Auric the Conqueror. And with the power of Pyramidas, the Zeo Rangers were able to form the Zeo Ultra Zord. Pretty awesome. Now, of course, it's very, very amazing, the Gold Ranger powers. But of course, in due time, Jason couldn't withstand the powers of the Gold Ranger due to exhaustion and working too hard. So Trey from Triforia came back and reobtained the Gold Ranger powers from Jason. And after that, Jason left the team. Now, if you take a look at the Power Rangers 2018 annual, you'll get a little story about what it was like for Jason when he left the Power Rangers and the amazing thing that they did. But I can't say too much of how it was because I want you to get the annual and see for yourself. Because I've only seen a few little bits of it, so I can't even tell you what I know. Now, after that, we don't see Jason again until Turbo at Power Rangers Movie, where he returned with Kimberly to help with the Angel Grove shelter. And due to Rocky breaking his back due to behind the scenes having an accident during filming, this was when Justin, played by Blake Foster, had to take over as Blue Ranger. Because of Rocky hurting his back, he couldn't take part in the karate tournament to win the money to save the Angel Grove shelter. So of course Jason stepped in and helped once again, which was amazing, and that was just fantastic, and I'm glad they won that competition at the end of the Turbo Power Rangers movie film and got the Angel Grove shelter saved, which was fantastic. And of course Jason once again disappeared. Now he doesn't return, he returns for one last appearance in the Power Rangers Wild Force episode Forever Red. Definitely a very awesome episode, and to celebrate the 10th anniversary they brought back 10 Red Rangers to do this amazing episode, and I have to say this is definitely one of my most favourite episodes. And for those of you who have never seen this episode before, observe the viewing globe because this is going to blow your mind. So we got some amazing Red Rangers in this episode. We had Jason the Red Ranger, Oriko the Red Alien Ranger, Tommy the Red Zeo Ranger, TJ the Red Turbo Ranger, Andros the Red Space Ranger, Leo the Red Galaxy Ranger, Carter the Red Lightspeed Ranger, Wes the Red Time Force Ranger, Eric Myers the Quantum Ranger, and Cole the Red Wild Force Ranger. So the reason for this episode was the Machine Empire had returned, or rather their generals, reused Beetleborg suits. So of course they wanted to steal Serpentera, who had been on the moon since Lord Zed's defeat, which was surprising, because I didn't think that Serpentera was on the moon in this episode, because when Lord Zed escaped from the Machine Empire he took Serpentera with him. It's weird, but there you go. So it was a fantastic episode and I loved it, and it was just great to see Jason return and be the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger one more time. Now of course the question that was on everyone's mind was, how did he get hold of a Power Morpher and a working red Power Coin even though the Power Morphers were destroyed? Now this is my theory. My theory that I had was the powers in the Power Transfer episode were just copied across to the other 3 Rangers. So Jason technically still had his powers because he was still morphed when he left the command centre, but that was just a guess. This is just a guess. It doesn't mean it's right or it's wrong, but this is just my fan theory, as I call it. Now of course, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this very first GoldKingRanger vlog. I had a lot of fun doing it. Now of course, there's only one more thing we can do. Before we wrap this up, let's take a look at this vlog, which I'm going to show you guys my top 5 Jason moments. And then what I'd like you guys to do is comment below in this video and tell me and the rest of the GoldKingRanger team what is your favourite Jason moments, whether it's from Mighty Morphin or from Zeo, Turbo movie, or even from the Wild Force Forever Red episode. So observe the viewing globe and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye Ranger fans, and may the power protect you always.
What a bad Dragon Sword punch!
The Red Ranger can't save you this time.
Think again, Goldar!
You're here. Now I'll finish you all. You'll wish you never came here. Once again have won the battle, Red Ranger, but you will never win the war.
Oh, man!
Jason, hurry!
Jason, hurry!
Hang on, guys! Quick, give me your power coins!
Here, take it. Just please be quick.
All right! Hang on, guys! I got an idea!
I can't hold on.
Power up!
Right! Yeah. Come on, let's get out of here.
Here, take your power coin!
Thanks.
Not so fast, Red Ranger! Did you really think you'd get away so easily? My life is dedicated to destroying you!
Ay, ay, ay! Billy, the Rangers are in trouble!
We have to finish the transfer before the gold powers are lost.
I, Tray of Courage, give forth the spirit and fortitude the golden power possesses. And I, Tray of Heart, embrace you, Jason of Earth, with the kindness and empathy the power holds. And I, Tray of Wisdom, place in your hands the knowledge and experience of my people of Triforia. Use it well.
Yeah, I can feel it!
You now possess the power, drawn from all three of my essences. May they aid and protect you in the future.
Thank you for trusting me with it.
Now, Jason, your friends could use your help.
Right. It's been a long time, but...
Back to action! Morphin time! Rhinosaurus! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers! Not bad! Hang back, rookie, and let me show you how it's done! Go for it, newbie! And now, Red Ranger, it is time for me to destroy you. I must be victorious for my queen! It's all over, Tommy.